Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and in this video we will see some best smartphones to buy in 2020 under 20,000 rupees. If you see, this is the segment where most smartphone sales take place in India, and this segment is largely dominated by Chinese smartphone makers like Xiaomi, Realme and Poco. Though yes, here and there you get one or two Samsung and Motorola phones, but it is largely dominated by Chinese smartphone makers. And guys, if you are planning to buy any smartphone above 30,000 rupees, I have made a dedicated video for that, best smartphones to buy in 2020 above 30,000, and I have put the link in the description guys. So before buying your smartphone, go there and watch the video. And by the way guys, subscribe to my channel, and if you end up liking what you watch here, hit on the like button. With that said, it's Ranga here and you're watching Tech Spot. Let's get started. And first on the list we are seeing the Realme X2. The Realme X2 is a pretty powerful smartphone which came out in 2019, but it is still a very good smartphone guys. It comes with a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display and also a very powerful processor which is the Snapdragon 730G, which is coupled with the Adreno 618 GPU. And this processor is actually good for gaming. And regarding the camera, this phone comes with a 64 megapixel primary camera, which is the Samsung GW1 sensor, and you also get an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens and then a macro and portrait camera. And the front camera is 32 megapixel. The battery is 4000 milliampere and you get 30-watt OOC charger in the box itself. The price of this device is guys, it starts from 17,999. You get in 3 different variants which comes with 4, 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM and 64 and 128 gigabytes of internal storage. It has the LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.1 storage. I think at this price this phone is a good deal. Yes, with out of the box it comes with Android 9 with the Color OS on the top, but you get the Android 10 update for this phone, and the Android 10 is based on Realme UI, and I would say the Realme UI is much better than the Color OS. And if you are actually looking for a phone at this price segment, but if you do not want from a Chinese smartphone maker, you have got two more choices, and one of them is the Samsung Galaxy M31, which starts at 16,999 rupees guys. This phone is really good for this price. Here also you get some similar specs like that. It comes with 6.4-inch Super AMOLED display, and as you guys know, Samsung Super AMOLED display is actually very good. And then you get a massive 6000 milliampere battery in this, and for a normal user this would last for around more than 2 days, and even if you are a very heavy user it would actually last you more than 1.5 day. And you get 15-watt fast charger in the box itself. It also comes with 664, 6128 or 128 storage variants, and the base variant, which is 6GB RAM and 64GB storage, starts at 16,999 rupees. Under the hood, this phone is powered by the Exynos 9611 processor. I would say this processor is, though not very powerful, it is pretty good and can handle most of the tasks smoothly. And the camera is the big selling point of this phone, except for the battery. It comes with a 64 megapixel, primary camera and 8 megapixel ultra wide. Then you also get a 5 megapixel depth and 5 megapixel macro camera. The front is a 32 megapixel camera, which is also actually good. And this phone comes out of the box with Android 10 and One UI 2.0 on the top. So if you are looking for a non-Chinese smartphone at this same price range, 17,000 price range, the Samsung M31 is worth to consider. And the next smartphone we are going to see is also from a non-Chinese smartphone maker, and it's none other than the Moto One Fusion Plus. And this smartphone launched pretty recently guys, just before 3 or 4 days this smartphone launched, and it's not even available for sale yet, but I think it will be available for soon within 1 week or something like that. And this phone also starts at 16,999, and it comes with only one variant, which is the 6GB RAM plus 128GB of storage. And this phone also has that powerful Snapdragon 730G processor with the Adreno 618, so the gaming should be good on this device. And next you get a 5000 milliampere battery with a 18-watt fast charger included in the box. The 5000 milliampere battery, I would say, is very good and can last for more than 1 day. And as far as the screen is concerned, you get 6.5-inch Full HD plus IPS LCD panel. Yes, you do not get the Super AMOLED panel as you got in the Realme X2 or Samsung M31. But this panel is very good, I would say, and this panel is actually HD or 10 certified. And regarding the camera, yes, again the camera is 64 megapixel main camera, then a 8 megapixel ultra wide plus 5 megapixel macro camera and a 2 megapixel depth. And the big thing about this phone is, guys, it comes with the Android 10 and it is stock Android. You do not get any what you say bloatware installed except one or two Motorola apps. And the stock Android interface is actually very smooth and very easy to use. So this phone is also worth considering at this price segment. And next at this price segment, we get to see one phone from Xiaomi, which is the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max. And this phone, I don't know much about this phone. I'm sort of neutral about this because it is also offering just similar specs of what we saw earlier. Like instead of Snapdragon 730G, you get Snapdragon 720G here plus the Adreno 618 GPU. And regarding battery, yes, it has a bigger battery, 5020 milliampere battery with 33 watt fast charging included in the box. And then the display is a 6.67 inch full HD plus IPS LCD panel, the same kind of panel which we saw in what do you say Moto One Fusion Plus. And this is also HD or 10 supported. And regarding camera, it is again the same guy, 64 megapixel main camera plus 8 ultra wide, and then a 5 megapixel macro camera, 2 megapixel depth sensor. On the front, actually, you get a punch hole display. The punch hole is at the center, and it comes with two storage options. One is 664 or 8128, and it also has the LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.1 storage, and starts at a price of 16,499. This is much similar to the earlier smartphones we saw, so I think it is also worth considering at this price. And now if you want a smartphone with a higher refresh rate, say 90 Hz or 120 Hz refresh rate, it is actually rare to see high refresh rate smartphones in this price segment, but still we have got three options, and here are those options. And the first thing we are going to see here is the Realme 6 Pro, and this phone also comes with similar specs of the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max, but one thing is that it has a 90 Hz display refresh rate. And guys, this 90 Hz refresh rate, I would say, is actually very good because it's very smooth when you scroll in the UI or in Instagram feed, Google feed, wherever you scroll, the what do you say, the experience is very smooth. And also guys, it will actually have a very good, make a very good difference in gaming if your game supports the 90 Hz refresh rate. So this 90 Hz refresh rate is actually a very good feature. And regarding the other specs, it comes with 6.6 inch full HD plus IPS LCD panel, which is the same as we saw in the Redmi Note 9 Pro Max or Moto One Fusion Plus. And it also comes with the same Snapdragon 720G and Adreno 618. And this is also a pretty powerful processor and can handle heavy games. Though not at the highest graphic setting, it can still handle heavy games, guys. And regarding the storage, it comes with 664 or 8GB and 128GB. And it's LPDDR4X RAM and UFS 2.1 storage. And the battery is, you get a 4300 milliampere battery with 30 watt OOC charger included in the box itself. And again, the camera is similar to what we saw earlier. It's a 64 megapixel Samsung GW1 sensor plus 8 megapixel ultra wide camera, then 2 megapixel macro, and we get a 12 megapixel telephoto lens here, and we have not seen this in earlier smartphones. And in the front also you get a dual camera, which is a punch hole, and the front is Sony IMX471 sensor of 16 megapixel, and then you also get a 8 megapixel ultra wide in the front. So this phone starts at a price of 17,999 rupees. And guys, it comes with Gorilla Glass 5, which is protected both in the front and the back. So this phone is also worth considering, as we see the specs is actually good in this phone. And at around the same price, we also get an offering from Poco, which is the Poco X2 starting at 16,999 rupees. Regarding this phone, guys, this phone comes with the Snapdragon 730G, which we saw in the Realme X2 and Moto One Fusion Plus, and with the same Adreno 618. And regarding the display, this phone is having a 6.67 inch Full HD plus IPS LCD display. And the biggest feature here is that it has a 120Hz refresh rate, which is even higher than what we saw in the Realme 6 Pro. Yes, though 90 and 120 they don't make a much big difference, still it does make a small difference. And regarding other specs, we get a 4500 milliampere battery with a 27 watt fast charger included in the box. And the storages, it comes with 6 GB RAM and 64 GB internal memory, and also in two other variants, which is 6128 and 8128, and the base price is 16999. And as far as the camera department is concerned, just like all other phones we saw, it also is getting the 64 megapixel main camera, which is the Sony IMX686 sensor, and then an 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro and 2 megapixel depth camera. And in the front also you get a dual punch hole camera, and the front resolution is you get 20MP plus 2MP camera. So yes, this phone is also a good one, a good deal at this price, so it's worth considering. And as the last in the list, we are going to talk about the Realme 6 smartphone, which is standard variant of the 6 Pro, which we saw earlier. And this Realme 6 starts at just a price tag of 13,999. And for this price, you are actually seeing some very impressive specs. It comes with a MediaTek Helio G90T chipset and a Mali G76 GPU. And this chipset is actually very powerful, guys, even powerful than what we saw in the SD730G. And any games you throw on it, it will handle very easily, and it is also well suited for handling any else heavy task. Yes, though this chipset generates a bit more heat when you compare to the SD730G, it is not a very lot. So I would say this chipset actually has advantage over that. And regarding other specs, we get to see a 6.5 inch Full HD plus IPS LCD panel, and here also you get the same 90Hz refresh rate. And at this price, this is the only phone offering 90Hz refresh rate, that is 13,999 rupees. And the other specs are, yes, you get a similar camera with 64 megapixel main camera, which is the Samsung GW1 sensor, and then a 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro and a 2 megapixel depth camera. And the batteries, you get the 4300 milliampere battery, which is the same as we saw in the Realme 6 Pro, and the 30 watt OOC charger is included in the box with this phone also. And regarding the storage, guys, you get at 4 GB 64 GB of storage, 6128 or 8128, and the base variant, which is 4 GB and 64 GB, starts at 13,999. So I would say this phone is actually more worth value for money than when we compare with the other smartphones we talked earlier. So this smartphone is one of the best to consider in this price segment. However, guys, before buying any smartphone, do read some customer reviews, watch reviews of some tech reviewers, and then make your decision. So guys, with that said, that's it for now. I will meet you in my next video. Till then, guys, thank you, take care, and do subscribe to my channel. And if you like this video, hit on the like button, guys. Thank you.